Okay, so quick update. It's October 1st, and we've been here about a month now. And it's safe to say that it's starting to feel like home. We're settling in. There's still a lot of stuff to be done, a lot of projects, but I don't mind. I like them. And, even though I've got some freelance work that's been keeping me busy on the side, I do have enough time to take on some of the tasks required of maintaining a few acres of property. And did I mention there's a lot? I'm game though. It's something I want to do. When I got up this morning, it was in the 40s. And, coming from Michigan, I'm not sure what we expected for the weather in East Tennessee, but it's oddly comforting. There's something cool about the change of seasons, but it's definitely occurring here. It's warmed up just a little bit. I think it's close to 60 now, or maybe a little bit above 60. Perfect sweater weather, but eventually it'll warm up probably to the 70s. That's one thing I've noticed about this place, is that it'll get very, very cold in the morning and warm up extensively during the afternoon, and then get cold again at night. But the coldest time generally that I've noticed is in the mornings. So what's new on the farm? Well, we could talk about the fact that our scuzzy old propane tank was finally filled up so we can get heat. Or the fact that we suspect a roving band of feral cats roam the property. But I think the most exciting development is contained inside of this old metal shed. So why don't we go see what's inside? This extension cord running inside might be a little bit of a giveaway, but as you might have guessed, we have chickens now. So we've had these chickens for a few weeks. We got them when they were just a few days old. And they grow quickly. That's one thing we've learned. We started them in a cardboard box, which there's 12 of them, I should say. They quickly outgrew. One second. Come on, baby, go. They started off as little chicken nuggets, and they worked just fine in that cardboard box, but they quickly outgrew it. So eventually we had to increase their living space size. And so we just opened up this entire shed. It was a process. This shed was in really bad shape at first when we moved onto the property. It was filled with hornets' nests, big surprise there, old junk, dust. There was a few mice and I think a rat or two living in here. And it took Holly and I quite a bit of time to clear out both the shed itself and the area around it. It was just scrubbed over with all sorts of overgrown weeds. And, well, I'll show you the pictures of what it used to look like. But it took us some time to get it fixed. And so I think this is serving its purpose as a nice brooder for now. We're busy building the chickshaw, the Justin Rhodes chickshaw right now, and we hope to move these gals into that actual coop here within a week or two. I also bought some poultry netting from Premier One, so hopefully that arrives shortly so we can get them outside. I know it's a little bit cold, but okay, enough of that. I need to move them outside. And so one of the problems, since we don't have the coop built yet and we don't have the fencing in, the poultry netting in just yet, is we've been wanting to get them outside, get them out on the land, but it's been hard. So I made this kind of slapdash chicken tractor. I made it way too small. It was appropriate for them when they were just a week or two old, but they're quickly outgrowing it. But I'm just going to have to put them out here for the next few days until I get that coop built, just so they can stretch their legs and peck at the grass and eat bugs and do chicken things. Even though it's really tight, you can see how happy they are to be out on the grass. This little tractor is too small. There's not much longer that I can put all 12 of them in here. Like I said, I hope to have the coop done within a week or so. Now that the chickens are busy pecking away at the grass and bugs outside, I can show you a little bit about what we did here in the coop itself. So I'd say that this entire coop is maybe 8 feet by 8 feet, maybe 10 feet by 10 feet. I'm bad at spatial guesstimations here, but let's say 10 by 10. And we threw down pine shavings, and it only took us 3 medium-sized bags of pine shavings to fill this thing up completely. The heat lamp is hung from, we repurposed this high-strength electrical wire. It might as well be another link in the chain. It's very strong and tough. And we hung these garden chains down from the top to put the heat lamp down. It's high enough to where I don't think they'll get too warm. They're starting to need it less and less with as big as they're getting and as many feathers as they're growing. So we may start leaving it off at night. We'll see. We keep their food in this bucket. Looks like they've already had a visit on top of the bucket. We're quickly running out. This was filled when we got them about a month ago. Using a kind of a small food trough here for their food. We also have another gravity feeder, which I've put out in the tractor with them. And we hang their water bucket from another chain contraption that I rigged up. And their water is obviously out in the tractor with them right now. So all of these pine shavings are laid on top of a tarp that we put down after we cleaned the shed out. So once it's time to move the birds out of here, I'm just going to fold up the tarp and dump it into compost, and it'll turn into mulch. I may burn it too in our bonfire pit. I haven't decided, but I think they'll have enough manure on it by the time it's ready to move out to where it'll serve good as compost. So that's a quick snapshot of where we're at as of 1 October 2020. Been here a month now, and plenty of projects left for us to take on, but at least we have chickens. 12 of them, 12 egg-laying hens. So hopefully by the spring we'll have plenty of eggs to eat.